Hi everyone, I'm Tony Jackson and this is your 2019 yearly video. Spiritual guidance, spiritual healing and reading for the whole year of 2019. And what I do for each of my videos, I just spend a little bit of time before I start recording. I ask my own spiritual guide, spiritual team, on what we can actually work on for the whole year of 2019. Now it's very interesting this year, and then I get a little bit of guidance, and I start filming, and I actually put it together why I'm filming. I use the same sort of format for each of my monthly and yearly videos. So here we go, 2019. It's going to be quite an exciting year, because what my guides actually said was, we're going to experience what they've actually talked about before, an accelerated energy. Now, this has been kind of building for a number of years. The energy frequencies, I believe, have been slowly going up. But for this year, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more higher. We might notice it, yes, now we really can tell the energy's picking up. There's going to be a more definite experience of accelerated energy that we're all going to feel. Now, some of us don't feel it as much as others. It's just, the way things are. It's sometimes people aren't ready to feel it. Sometimes they might not be meant to. It's just everybody has their own individual experience about this accelerated energies and the awakening basically that's happening on the planet. And we do have to accept that other people may not be ready. But for those that are, and then everybody's open to their own interpretation of what's happening as well, and we have to accept that, we can give our point of view, but sometimes people aren't meant to understand this, and it's just not their time, and we can't, force it upon us. We're having this big, wonderful awakening. We can't always share it with those people that we think, might be able to, something like that. Everybody has, what I am trying to say is everybody has their very own individual experience of what's going on, and it's up to each person to accept that. Really just fully accept and embrace what's going on and what you've been guided for yourself. And that's the big thing for 2018. Follow your own, I say in my classes in Wagga, follow your inner ding, meaning follow where you're guided to do, where you're pulled to go, do what's for your highest good, all that sort of thing, and letting go of those things that no longer serve you is going to be very important for this year. Especially, they're telling me in the first 6 months of the year, it's going to serve you very well. Basically what they're saying, January to June, just have a look at letting go of those things that no longer serve you. I sort of got the feeling that we need to sort of work on something for the first 6 months of the year, and we might even get a different healing for the second 6 months of the year. I'll just wait and see what comes up in this video as I go along. But firstly, they're explaining to me, and I may have explained this before in other videos, that we're actually experiencing, as I've just said, an accelerated energy. Now, to get that accelerated energy to serve you, the purpose of that accelerated energy is really to experience life in a kind of speeding up. Time seems to be going quicker, things seem to be happening quicker. You can get overwhelmed a lot quicker because the energy seems to be coming at you, and sometimes you're not ready for it. But if you're riding the wave of it and you catch that sort of the high point of the energy, it can be actually amazing, and you can manifest things quicker and more amazing than you ever thought possible. So that's the good end of it, and that's what we're meant to experience. That's why we've come to the earth at this time, to experience that accelerated energy. Now, the universe is really on your side, although it may not seem like it sometimes, but it's encouraging you to go towards what is for your highest good, what serves you, where you're meant to be, what's the best things for you, what suits you at a deep soul level, and what is for your highest good. The universe will be pulling you in a direction. Not necessarily meaning you have to move. It might be just telling you to awaken within and do what serves you, what is for your highest good. Now, what they're actually saying is, for the first 6 months, it's good to let go of those things that no longer serve you. And I feel that would be the start of our healing for the year 2019, is to actually begin to say, it's my free will and choice now to release those things that no longer serve me at a soul level. you know, as we move up into this accelerated energy, we're called forth to look at our truth. We're called forth to look at our purpose. We've got to go towards what resonates with us at a deep level. Now, we probably kind of know, but sometimes it's actually a little bit hard to make the shift. It's like we're going from the known to the unknown, and when you're going to the unknown, it's hard to know where you're going, but you have to kind of go with your intuition, go with your feeling, go with your heart, go with the energy. Now, if you're not, you'll know that you're not because you'll actually feel it. You'll feel lost, disorientated, you won't know what to do. You probably won't know where you are sometimes. You know, that sort of disorientated feeling, you lose your connection that you may have had previously. But if you are, you'll be feeling more joyous, more happy, more aligned than you ever thought possible, because that's what we come here to do at this time. We come here to experience this accelerated energy. So as I said, what they're saying, and you can say this now too, and it would be something very important for us to say for the first 6 months of the year, it's now my free will and choice to release all that no longer serves me at a soul level. Now, when you're releasing at a soul level, to me, it means more deep. It's a more connected thing than just a surface release. So it's my free will and choice to release all that no longer serves me at a soul level. Now you're becoming aware of what's happening. You know there's accelerated energy. You know you've got to do your best to go towards what serves you, what is for your highest good. Then when you say that affirmation, it will mean more to you and to the universe because you understand what's happening and what you need to do. Let's say it one more time. It's my free will and choice to release all that no longer serves me. Now, I used to do a little bit of cord cutting, and we'd pretend that there was a cord and we'd be cutting it to those things that no longer serve you. So you may want to ask, we can do that now, we'll do that now. Archangel Michael, the Archangel of Protection, and we can actually ask Archangel Michael to borrow or use the Archangel Michael's sword of light to cut away all those things that no longer serve us. All those things that are no longer for our highest good. Sometimes things were for your highest good for a period of time. You may need to experience something for a while, and then after we go along, it may no longer serve a purpose anymore and it's time to release. So as long as you're aware to the best of your ability what's happening and what you need to do, you will be keeping up with this accelerated energy. You may find a little bit of fear cropping in the planet a little bit more than usual because the energy's stepping up, which kind of means people need to awaken, and if they're not awakening, they can feel a little bit scared and disorientated. We have to accept that that's what they need to experience. Of course, we can help as much as we can, but sometimes people need to experience that to help them awaken later on. We can sympathize a bit, but we have to really concentrate. We help where we can, but we can't force it upon other people. We can just follow our own truth and help when we're guided to, help in love and light, and be there if they need and ask us for support. It's my free will and choice to release all that no longer serves me at a soul level. I ask the Archangel Michael with his sword of light to cut away all the negativity and fear, all that no longer serves me at a soul level. I ask, now I'm going to bring in another being called the Commander Ashtar. I do quite a bit of work with Commander Ashtar. I call on the Commander Ashtar to help us also release that which no longer serves us. Commander Ashtar is a big player in this accelerated energy. So that's one you may want to use or look up and find out a little bit more about. Commander Ashtar, please help us to release all that no longer serves us. They're calling it the Ashtar consciousness is a good one to help us to connect to for our own personal needs and guide. There's a lot of help out in the spirit world. There's a lot of help. So I do encourage you to get in contact with as many light beings or ascended masters or the ones that work in love and light, because they can help you make life changes that you need to. There's quite a lot of levels to this. When I'm telling you to follow your calling and follow your truth, there's a lot of things to take care of sometimes. So I believe we need as much help as we can connect to. And one of the wonderful beings that I've connected to that's helped me a lot is the Commander Ashtar. Helps with dimensional energies as well. I'm going to call him in again. I've just called him in, but I'm going to call him in again. I now call into it Commander Ashtar to guide us all to our highest good, what is for our highest good at a soul level. So that's kind of what we need to do for the first 6 months. It's quite simple, but I think this simple technique is going to help us a lot. So for the first 6 months, as I said, we're going to be letting go of that which no longer serves us, cutting with the Archangel Michael, aligning with the Commander Ashtar. If you don't choose Commander Ashtar, that's okay. You can use your own higher self and guides for that as well. Now, in the second part of the year, once we've let go of everything, what we need to do is embody these new energies that are coming through. So it's the new energy that's shifting us. So I think it's important that we embody this new energy. Now, let's see how we're going to do that. See, an understanding of what's happening is a big step forward, and then doing the work is actually obviously a bonus thing. So there's new energies coming to the planet. It's my free will and choice to embody or to absorb. I think embody is the right word, to embody this new energies and these new frequencies that are coming to the planet. It's my free will and choice now to accept, to embody these new energies and new frequencies, if it be for my highest good. What I'm feeling now is a sense of expansion in your energy field. Since we might have been a little, well, we didn't know all this was going to happen to this extent. I guess we did in a way, but when it starts to affect you and you start to feel it and connect with it, you will get a sense of an expansion happening in your own vibration and your own energy. So we lived kind of a little bit restricted, and now we're able, because of the higher frequencies, to live with a more expanded energy. This can also happen, on a more general level, where sometimes you feel a little bit confined because you weren't following your truth, and when you do follow your truth, you finally feel quite expanded. That can go in and out a lot while we're getting used to our expanded energies. But for the second half of the year, what I feel we need to do was, I now accept and embody these new frequencies that are coming to the planet. It's my free will and choice to accept these wonderful new energies. And with that, I feel an expansion coming. So just make sure when you accept those energies that you then expand your own energy, because if you keep it closed, it's almost like it'll bounce off to you. You're not using it. So I accept and embody these new energies and these new frequencies. I do feel like there's a particular energy frequency for each year as well. I feel like, even though 2018 might be slightly lower and 2019 is a little bit higher, there's more also like almost like a identity with the energy. It will help you work on specific things. It's like the actual energies of 2019, although it's a higher level than 2018, I think it's got a little bit of identity or meaning to it as well. So it will help you to work on specific things that you may not have been able to work on in 2018. So I would add in there, I embody the energies of 2019, which is interesting because I'm wondering why we didn't say that at the beginning of the year. They've left it to the second half of the year. I don't know. Let's just see how we go. They are guiding me to start to say more so in the second half of the year. It's my free will and choice to embody the higher energies that are coming to the planet, plus embody the energies of 2019. I fully embody the energies of 2019. And don't forget to expand. It's my free will and choice to fully embody the energies and accept at a soul level the energies of 2019. And also the higher frequencies that are coming to the planet. That's interesting because I'm feeling that I was guided to talk about the letting go for the first 6 months, and then it's not until the second 6 months that we were asked to embody the energies of 2019. I guess what that's saying to me, because you probably listen to this when you first look at it, so you'll be thinking all those things. I think what we'll do, we'll actually do the whole video for the whole year, But once you get to when you're in this first 6 months, it'll be more that we're letting go. You can do the acceptance of the energies as well, but we'll be more focused on the letting go for the first 6 months. And then you can add in also the embody the energies. But when it comes to the second 6 months, we can also be letting go, but we'll be focusing more on the aligning with the energies. So let's do it that way, because I feel like there's a more intense letting go for the first 6 months, from January to June. They've guided me to focus more on the letting go, although we can align with the energies too. And for the second 6 months, we can be still letting go, but the focus will be more on aligning with the powerful energies. I think that's, okay, there's a third step coming. Okay, guys, I was just ready to finish, and they're throwing in a third step. Now let me see what that is. I think they want me to choose a card. I hadn't prepared a card deck, so let me just, I've got all my cards just here, so I'll just go in because I wasn't prepared to choose a card. I thought we wouldn't do a card, but they're telling me to get a card, and I'm seeing the Angel Answers Oracle card. So just give me a minute, I'll check my card decks and I'll get that one out. I hope it's sitting here on the top. I've got all my card decks here. Let me just see now. Where's my Angel Answers cards? Here we go, I found it. Angel Answers. I've got so many card decks, so Dorian Virtue and Radley Valentine. I'm going to choose one of those cards, and that can be our extra guidance for 2019. And what I do with each of my card decks is each of my card readings, what I used to do previously in my weekly videos, is place the cards to my heart, bring down a column of light, down through the top chakras, out through the heart chakra, helps you to vibrationally connect to your cards. It really helps you to read the cards as well, get more intuitive messages. As I bring down that white light and swirl it around the cards, I ask for a message that is for the highest good for all concerned in love and light, highest good for us in 2019, so the message can be specifically for you. And I'll just pick one off the top, and that'll be our card for 2019. Quite an important one, isn't it? Ask that the card that we choose is for the highest good in love and light. Don't stop. Isn't that interesting? Don't stop. We can get a little bit fed up with it all, can't we? And I understand that totally. You know, sometimes you don't want to hear about all this accelerated energy and everything. You just want to, you just want to stop and do nothing. And that's okay. As it says, don't stop. You can actually stop and have a break if you want to. I know it's saying don't stop because it wants you to not give up in a sense, but you can actually stop sometimes if you want and have a break. If you need to relax and let go, that's fine. But I think that's saying don't stop as in, don't give up on your purpose. Don't give up when you're pursuing it, because sometimes you can be a little overwhelmed and not understand what's going on, and you can have a sense of giving up, and that it leads me into something. See, it's a free will and choice thing too. So if it's your free will not to experience any of this, you can actually, not do it. But if you say it's my free will and choice to accept it, then you'll be going down the path of this accelerated energy. So do try and stay on top of things as much as you can, because there is a choice involved in this. You can get totally fed up with it and give up, but you'll be missing out on this time of awakening. So I think that's more what they're saying. Within that, you can have a break sometimes and have a rest from it all. You have got plenty of time. If you're aware of everything that's going on, you have got plenty of time to tune into it, and that as long as you're aware and you go towards what is for your highest good. But on top of that, there's also a choice involved in this. If you don't want to do this accelerated learning and this accelerated, spiritual growth that's happening on the planet, you can actually choose not to, and you'll go to a level now that isn't going to do that. But if you do choose, there's amazing things that can happen, and it's really a time of awakening. And I believe if you're watching this video anyway, you will be called towards doing that, and it'll be very hard for you to give it up. So don't stop as far as going towards what is your highest good. Don't stop on your alignment. Don't stop in your love and light. You know what I mean? Don't stop that beautiful energies coming to you, and don't stop accepting all that is for your highest good in love and light. When I first saw it, I thought they meant, you know, you can have a break within it, so you can stop and have a break, but don't stop aligning, don't stop following your truth, and don't stop. Sounds like a song, doesn't it? I was listening to this song, Don't Stop Believing or something. I think it was by an old group called Foreigner, but that's funny, isn't it? Okay, so that's the message. Don't stop aligning in 2013, and don't give up, although you can have a stop and a rest. I think that's all. I think we've covered everything now. I just want to show that card because it's quite a beautiful image again. And that's the reading. I'll just tell you, I just want to see if there's anything that I need to just add in from the book here, because sometimes the book might say something that I didn't pick up on. This is not a time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams, and plans. You are on the right path. You should see progress as long as you stay on course. It's very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting. Just because you don't have your vision doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. So that's the message for 2019. Isn't that lovely? Let's just bring in a little extra energy. I just felt something click into the heart, following your heart energy. That is for your highest good. I'm going to leave you here now. So that's the end of the 2019 video. I think we've covered everything. I've repeated myself a few times. I will get back and do the monthly updates during the year. Going to be a very exciting year. So as much as you can, follow your highest good. And that's our message for 2019. I'm going to leave you here. If you'd like to book a private session at all, you can do so through my webpage. It's on the Natural Therapies pages. I'll put the link to that below. You can also contact me through my Light Frequency Healing Facebook page, and I'll put the link to that below. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Give me a thumbs up for my video, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon in the monthly video. Okay, lots of love and bye for now, and have a great 2019.